Hello dear students, and welcome to your English class. I welcome all the students of Divisional Public School Lala Musa. This is presentation for grade 6, week number 8, and this is an English presentation. We are going to talk about unit number 2. Your topic is school, and the subtopic is what is brain power. Diary of the week. There are 6 days written. In front of them your assignment is mentioned. For day 1, question answers of unit number 2. For day 2, you will be doing application writing. And on day 3, you will be writing a story. On day 4, you will be writing a letter. And on day 5, you will be writing about the both the major and the minor characters of the novel James and the Giant Peach. And on day 6, you will be revising all the topics learned in this week. Day 1, question answers. Answer the following questions. Questions are written red in color. First question is, what is brain power? The mental ability or intelligence is called as brain power. Question number 2, write few tips to increase brain power. Most humans use only a fraction of their total useful brain power. We can increase brain power by first point. I have written total 6 points on which if you follow you can increase the power of your brain, or it means that you can increase your mental ability or your intelligence. It can make you, if you follow all these points, it can make you or help you to become more intelligent. So the points are drinking lot of water, by doing exercise, by getting plenty of sleep, by eating more whole grain food and fiber, by eating lots of green vegetables, nuts, fruits and berries, by having a balanced diet. Day 2, application writing. You are supposed to write an application to your headmistress for sick leave. The pattern paper or the pattern of writing an application is written. Your initial format will be the headmistress, comma, Divisional Public School, comma, Lala Musa, respected madam. In front of Lala Musa you have to put full stop, then respected madam, comma, and then from the next line you will start writing the purpose of writing this letter. I state that I am ill with fever. The doctor has advised me bed rest for 2 weeks. Therefore, I request you to grant me leave for 2 weeks. The prescription of the doctor is attached. I will be thankful to you for this kindness. Then your ending format, yours obediently, XYZ. So in this you are telling your ma'am that you are ill. Ill means sick. State, I state that I am ill. State means that I am telling or I am saying that I am ill. Ill means sick, S-I-C-K, sick with fever, and the doctor has advised me, and the doctor has advised means suggested, has advised me bed rest for 2 weeks. Therefore, I request you to grant me leave. Okay, we use the word grant instead of give me leave. Grant is a respectful word that you are requesting someone, and instead of give you will write grant me leave for 2 weeks. Then in your second paragraph you are mentioning the prescription of the doctor is attached. What is the prescription? The list on which the doctor has mentioned your medicines and have mentioned that you are supposed to take bed rest for 2 weeks. I will be thankful to you for this kindness. Yours obediently, and you know that you are not supposed to write your name, so at the end you will write XYZ. Day 3, story writing. Write a story about the farmer and the snake. Once a kind farmer was going to his fields. It was a cold day. On the way he saw a snake, half dead with cold. he took pity on it. He brought it to his home. He placed it near fire. After a few minutes, the snake began to move. The children of the farmer had already gathered around. Suddenly, the snake attacked one of the farmer's children. But before it could bite the child, the farmer killed it with a stick. The moral of the story is you cannot befriend an enemy. Coming on the explanation, the story is between a farmer and an animal. The animal which is used in this story is the snake. So the farmer, one day he was going to his fields and it was a cold weather, it was cold day, and while he was going to his fields to see his crops, etc., he saw a snake and he felt that a snake is half dead. Half dead means that unconscious. It was alive but was not conscious, was not moving, and was about to die soon. So he was half dead with cold. And why was he half dead? It is because of the cold weather. It was a cold weather, and because of this coldness he couldn't move and he was half dead. The farmer took pity on it. Pity means showing sympathy, showing kindness to someone. So the farmer showed kindness to this snake. He brought it to his home. He placed it near fire. Okay, he brought the snake to his home and he placed it. Placed it means to keep it near fire. After a few minutes, the snake began to move. Because it was half dead due to cold, so when the snake, he got the warmth of the fire and his body was able to function, so he slightly started moving. The children of the farmer had already gathered around, because when the farmer took the snake at his home, the children knew that the farmer has brought, or their father has brought, a snake at the home, and children were excited to see the snake. So all the children were already gathered around the snake, and they saw that the snake has started moving, that now the snake is not feeling this much cold and he has regained his consciousness. And suddenly the snake attacked one of the farmer's children. Now when the snake got little bit conscious, he at once attacked one of the farmer's children. Means farmer was having I guess 3-4 children, but he attacked one of the child. But before it could bite the child, the farmer killed it with a stick. But farmer couldn't bite the child, because before it could bite the child, the farmer killed it with a stick. So what is the moral of the story? The snakes, they are the enemies of human beings. Why? Because they don't understand why and how are the human beings behaving, and they are poisonous. So they are not domestic animals. They cannot be kept at home as a pet. Usually they bite. Okay, and they are poisonous. They have poison in their fangs, and they want to live a free wild life. And whenever they find a human around them, they think human beings are dangerous. So it is their instinct that whenever a person or a human being is near, they will at once try to attack a person. Okay, so a snake is an enemy of a person. So you cannot befriend an enemy. So you cannot think that you can make your enemies as your friend. So what is the best way? The one who is harmful should be avoided. If you know someone who is trying to harm you or wants you to get into trouble, so what should you do? You should avoid that person. You should not be friend with that person. Day 4, letter writing. Write a letter to your friend requesting him or her to lend you some books. The letter writing pattern: examination hall, comma, ABC, You are going to write this on next lines. 10th June, comma 2020. So 2020. And then in the next line you will write dear friend, comma. Then from the next line you will write down hope you receive this letter in good health. Okay, full stop. Means you are not going to ask your friend how are you, and these are casual sentences. So what will we prefer? We will prefer writing hope you receive this letter in good health. Then from the next paragraph you will start writing the purpose of writing a letter. As you know that our exams have come to an end and now we are free. I know that you have a lot of books in your library. I request you to lend me a few books for some days. I promised that I would study them with care and will return them as soon as possible. Thank you in advance. Yours sincerely, XYZ. So how are you going to start a letter? First of all, in the first line you will write hope you receive this letter in good health. It means that I hope that you are fine and healthy. Then in the next paragraph you are saying, okay, as you know. As you know means as you are already aware, because you are in the same school and you already know about your friend. So if the exams have come to an end, so definitely your friend knows that the exams are going to finish or they have come to an end. And now we are free, and after exams you are having your holidays for few days. You are going to have your small or short vacation. I know that you have a lot of books in your library, because friends, they keep on going at each other's home. So you are already aware that your friend has a library and his library is filled with lot of books, and then you are requesting him, I request you to lend me a few books for some days. And then you are requesting that if your friend could give you few books, okay, that also for some days. I promised that I would study them with care and will return them as soon as possible. Now in this line you are ensuring your friend, you are assuring him that I would study them with care, means you are not going to spoil the books, you are not going to damage them, and then you are not going to give them to someone else. You will be taking a proper care of them, and then you will return them as soon as possible. Okay, thanking you in advance. Yours sincerely, XYZ. So this is a letter written to your friend requesting him to give you few books from his library so that you can read them in your holidays. Day 5 is a novel, James and the Giant Peach. We are going to make a list of characters in the novel. Okay, James Henry Trotter is the 7-year-old protagonist. Who is protagonist? Protagonist is the main hero of the story, around whom the story revolves. Okay, so this whole story is about a small boy who is an orphan and is 7 years old, and his name is James. So because this whole story is about James, how James' parents died, how he came to live with his aunts, how his aunts were cruel, how one day he met an old man and he gave James few seeds, and those seeds grew into giant peach, and James went into the giant peach, and then he started his journey to New York, and on the way he met his new friends which were insects, and then he reached New York finally. Okay, so because the whole story is about James' adventure, so James is going to be the main hero of the story, and the main hero of the story around whom the story revolves is called as protagonist. Okay, the next one is the old man, a friendly yet mysterious man who initiates James' adventure. This old man is a friendly man, mysterious. Mysterious means like a mystery. Okay, no one knows anything about him. who the person is, from where did he come, where did he live, nothing else. And initiates means starts. Who starts James' adventure? Now, how did the old man start James' adventure? The old man actually gave James a few seeds which were magical seeds, and these seeds grew into the giant peach. Aunt Spiker, the third one. Aunt Spiker and Aunt Sponge are the two aunts with whom James lived, and after his parents died, he came to live with his aunts, as we have read in our previous class as well. So he had two aunts, Aunt Spiker and Aunt Sponge. From the name itself, it's clear that Spike is small and thin. So Aunt Spiker was a thin, tall lady, and Sponge is little bit, thick in size. So Aunt Sponge was a fat woman. So Aunt Spiker, a thin, tall, cruel and evil woman, Sponge's sister. So Sponge's sister over here means Aunt Sponge's sister. And Aunt Sponge was a fat, treacherous, greedy and evil woman. Okay, either here treacherous means that she was not at all good. She was making plans, evil plans. Okay, greedy, and she was an evil woman, and she was Spiker's sister. The centipede. A male centipede depicted as a boisterous animal and proud of his 100 legs, even though he only has 42. Centipede is a worm, and he was boisterous. Boisterous means someone who is always praising himself. Okay, he is always saying good about himself, that I am good, I am so great. And he was always saying that he has 100 legs, but he was a worm, and he had only 42 legs. The earthworm, a male earthworm who often quarrels with the centipede. Earthworm and centipede, they usually used to argue with each other. Okay, quarrel means fight. So the earthworm and the centipedes, they kept fighting with each other. The old green grasshopper, a male grasshopper who is the oldest and most cultured of the animals. Then in this story you will come across an old green grasshopper, and this grasshopper, he is the eldest one and most cultured. Cultured means that he was wise, he was intelligent, he was not fighting, and he was an understanding animal. Then the next one is the ladybird, a kind motherly female ladybird. So this ladybird was kind, and she was like a motherly figure, means she used to take care of everyone. Then we have Miss Spider. She was a good-natured female spider who takes care of James. This spider, she was also good-natured, means having a good personality, good nature. The glowworm, a female glowworm, it is an insect which is used as a lighting system for the peach, because all these animals and James were inside the giant peach, and it was very dark inside the giant peach. So this glowworm used to give light inside. So she was used as a lighting system for the peach. Then the last one is silkworm. This silkworm is also female, a female silkworm who assists Miss Spider in the production of thread, both before and after the adventure. Okay, so the silkworm was helping Miss Spider and to make the thread. And before the adventure also, silkworm was always with Miss Spider. And after this adventure, means after they reached New York, at that time also silkworm used to help the spider in making the thread. Day 6, revision. Revise all the topics learned in this week. Question answers of unit number 2. application writing, story writing, letter writing, James and the Giant Peach novel, list of characters. Thank you so much, dear students, for listening to the presentation. Hope everything is clear. And still, if you have any doubt, you can contact me in my separate window. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.